welcome back to the show. Of course, as the seasons change, so should your fashion and so should your hair.
Yes, it should, Mike, and that's why you're going to get extensions in this segment. International hairstylist Martin Hillier and Lance Blanchette are joining us from the Lounge Hair Studio. How are you both?
Gentlemen, how are you? Where have we been traveling lately?
Argentina and Brazil. In the last couple of weeks.
And Lance, you?
I've stayed home, but I'm going to Australia in a couple of weeks.
And just talking hair trends all over the world.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I have 4 designers that I'm working with there, and
cool.
I'll be going back there shortly after that to New Zealand Fashion Week as well.
Now, of course, they're going into their winter. We're coming into our spring and summer, and there's a few key looks that we wanted to talk about today. The first one is the boho has returned again.
Yeah, the whole idea of the braid, but very loose and messy. Long hair wants to go somewhere. You know, if you're not going to cut it off, you want to have fun with it. And as well as just putting it up, this idea of loose, down, disheveled looks.
And when you're saying loose and messy, I mean, people are afraid to have that messy look, but you can see on the pictures that we're looking at that it looks great, and you probably could do this yourself.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
The nice thing about that one is it's not overdone as well. It's not like a braid that has to be everywhere. A couple of braids.
And instead of the stiff updo here, with, we've got this beautiful loose braid at the back.
Yeah, exactly. The whole idea, boho meaning bohemian, and just meaning that ethereal soft look, where you can vary the looks and just have it just cascading over your shoulder or put towards the back, but it's not about being tidy, although it looks cool.
And it's the way people feel when the weather gets warmer too, you know? It sort of puts an ease in your step and everything else, and this is beautiful, even for a more formal sort of
bridal look,
well.
maybe.
Yeah, totally. And that's the thing. It's working through daytime to evening quite easily.
Nice.
And I wish I could braid my own hair like these photos, the last 2 that we're looking at. These are amazing.
I was going to say, wait until you see the last one.
Yeah, we can flip to the last one.
That is done by a professional.
Absolutely, but you can go to the salon and have this kind of look done.
Yeah, definitely. This particular braid is a fishtail, and that one can be a little bit difficult if you haven't done it before. And you saw the amount of hair that she had there. Definitely leave that to the professionals.
Yeah.
Do not try this at home.
And next, color. Color, you know, you can go super bold or simple highlights. And Rihanna, she just works that red hair.
She's one of those ones that always makes a statement. She's one of those stars that everybody wants to follow. And this bright, bright red is absolutely fantastic. Plus, she's chopped all the hair off again. It's another one of those people who will go long, short, long, short. Yeah. And I think that's encouraging to the public to realise they can do the same. You know, as well as the long, which we saw with the braids, short is really out. And that bold red is fabulous, because you always see blondes, you know, when you come into spring, or maybe coppers. But this strength is
now,
great.
when it comes for caring for colour, to keep it looking bold and healthy, this is the product you guys recommend.
Yeah, it's one of our most popular products for colour, because you just put it on after you shampoo, a little bit in.
I thought you ate it. That shows what I know.
You did?
I did, yeah. I actually thought it was like a cod liver oil thing.
The ampoules.
Yeah, don't eat that, Mike. That wouldn't be good for you.
Here, Mike. Is your hair not shiny? Because it will be.
My hair everywhere is shiny now.
Okay, let's move on to Emma Watson. She's another one that chopped her hair off after the Harry Potter thing, and she looks so cute.
Yeah, a lot of, I find people are looking to celebrate. You know, the last couple of years have been, you know, pretty tough on some people, and shedding off with the old and bringing in the new. She's got a beautiful new color. Love the coppers, a bit of chocolate in there as well. It works really well with their skin tone.
Nice. Now, speaking of chopping the hair off, not everyone can look as fantastic as Kate Winslet did, chopping off her locks. How do you, there she is right there.
She's bold.
Oh
Stunning.
my God, it's stunning. Beautiful. But how do you go through a consultation with a woman who does want to chop off her hair?
Did you have a long conversation first?
Yes, because there could be tears.
First the confessional, then the process after.
You know if someone's doing it because they split up with someone, or if they're doing it because they really want it.
Yeah.
So you've got to make that decision and then stick with it. You've got to be comfortable with it. But bold statements in your cut means you can go much further with your colour. Yeah. Because within a short time you can change from a red to a black to a blonde and not worry about it.
And you really have to be quite aware of your colour, your complexion, your style, your clothes, like everything when you're making a sort of drastic colour decision, don't you?
You and your stylist, that's for sure. If you're not too sure exactly what you want to do, ask your stylist, because they'll, there's lots of shades of reds. One copper may be this copper here, copper there, but they don't necessarily work for everybody.
But it's got to be your red.
That's exactly. Yeah, that's what formulations are for.
And something we've always said as well, if you're going from blonde to black, anyone can do it. But get to a makeup consultant first as well, because if you're going to change your hair color, your skin doesn't change. You're not a chameleon, you know. So you have to give it some encouragement.
You got to think ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's move on to the lovely and talented Liz Taylor. I mean, she was a bombshell no matter what her hair looked like. But tell us about this look here.
Well, this is one of the earlier pixie sort of looks, and again, black. We've done red. You've seen it blonde within a short space just here, and it works beautifully well. I mean, she was stunning. This is one of the earlier sort of looks, but you're going to find the nostalgia that we've found from Mad Men and other things. Now that Liz has gone, it's a very big ode to her that's going on at the moment.
Lance, we're seeing a lot of people in Hollywood doing this look here too.
Yeah, I think again, we are going, celebrating a bit more, going a bit more to glam, really taking advantage of being a woman again. You know, I think there's been many years where people, anyway, who'd have thought that, huh?
But you can see it in the makeup and everything as well. And I know that has a really strong influence, fashion, makeup, everything, on what you guys are doing as well. You know, the big, bold lips and sort of a little more sort of fun and drama. This is another great example, right? The Liz Taylor.
Modernized.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the thing. Whenever you see something done to extremes or done by somebody more in the public eye, they'll take it to that next level, but it encourages everybody else to have a go at doing something that's more interesting.
When we're looking at the hair that we have with Liz Taylor or Dita Von Teese's modern look, is that something you have to go to the salon to get or learn how to do? Because it looks very sculpted.
Well, that particular one, yeah, there is a fair bit more work that goes into it. You do have to set, get it prepped, comb it out, prepare it, make sure it lasts through the day. I think a lot of looks, you don't want to repeat what was done in the 50s or 60s, but be inspired by it. You know, you're not going to see people, like even, for example, the finger waves. We do them today using curling irons versus actually, you know.
Modern products.
And that actually sort of leads into this, because I know you guys have a series of videos on the website as well that sort of teach people some of the tricks and the products that you need to use when you're doing some of these
Exactly. Going into curl, we've got some great things that are happening right now. We're using the thermal smoother, which is this guy right there. Extremely important whether you're using a curling iron or a flat iron. Before we blow dry the hair with the smoothing balm, and of course finish off with a hairspray.
Now let's talk about the giveaway you guys have at the salon. You guys are raising money for Japan, which is fantastic, but how does it work?
So what happens is, buy a product, enter your name in for the draw. Obviously we're taking donations directly for that as well. And on top of that, we're going to be donating 10% of all of our retail sales to the cause as well. So
that's great.
All month of April.
You guys are marvelous.
Make sure you check out the lounge. You can go to their website to find out all the info. They're located right on Richard Street. So if you happen to be walking by, they have, you can enter to win the gift package, but you can also just donate if you feel like it.
I think I'm going to go for the short, bold hair look.
I think the finger waves.
You do it. Do it.
We're going to take a break when we return.